I'm Tracy Tim, and you are watching the Nth Degree TV, which is the place to be to take your career from stuck to unstoppable. And I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you for watching, and thank you always for watching. It is my honor, my pleasure, and quite honestly my duty to help you go from a career that you hate or even just tolerate to doing something that you love, that lights you up, that allows you to leave your unique mark on this world. So forgive me for being all cheesy, but I think it's true. So excited to have you here this week. We are still talking about networking, but specifically today we're going to talk about how to effectively grow your network, because one of the biggest things that I come up against is people telling me, oh, I've tapped out everybody I know, or all of my friends are tired of hearing about me and how much I hate my job, or I just don't know who to talk to, I don't know anybody. Okay, first of all, that's a load of crap. That is just completely not true, and I can prove it to you. All you need to do is go look at the number of people that you have as friends on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat. You know people. I know you know people, okay? You are not alone in this world, and I know that you probably know some fairly impressive people as well. There's a good chance if you're listening to this that you went to college, certainly that you went to high school, that you have family and friends who support you, right? There are people around you doing really cool things who want to help you. So I'm going today to give you a few tips on how to grow your network much more effectively, okay? So the first thing that you want to do is start with who you know right now. And you're rolling your eyes, Tracy, that's obvious. Well, no, it's really not, okay? Because some people think, oh, in order to grow my network, I just have to go find new random people. No, that is not how we want to do it. In order to do it effectively, I want you to be creating warm introductions, or warm leads, you would call them in sales, right? To new people, to new network and new career advocates, okay? So start with who you know. The second thing to do is ask who they know, okay? You've presumably told them your story. They might even know you pretty well personally, and now they know that you want to make some kind of change or transition, or that you want to love what you do and you just don't right now, okay? So ask who they know that they want to or can connect you to. And this is obvious to some, but maybe not to everyone, that you have to ask for it, right? People are not just going to offer up their network to you. They're not just going to say, oh, well, you know what I would do? You should talk to this, and this person. Unless you say, do you know anybody in this industry? Or do you have any friends who I could talk to? Or do you know anybody who's done X, Y, and Z job, right? You have to ask for who they know, okay? But not just any kind of ask. The third thing you need to do is ask for very specifically who you want to meet and why. Who you want to meet and why. And that doesn't mean like, oh, I know I want to meet Gina. It means I know I want to meet somebody in this industry, or someone who does this type of work, or someone who has this history, or someone who's connected to you via X, Y, and Z connection, like certain professional groups, or they're in the news or media, right? Like figure out who you want to meet and why. Why is it that person? And tell that story, right? It's, I want to meet, for me, it was, I want to meet somebody in talent development because my whole previous work history has been technical, and now I really want to turn and focus on people. But I don't know all the jobs that are out there. So if you could find me somebody who's kind of high level in talent development or HR or training or whatever, that would be the best person for me, because I can really learn from them and leverage their expertise, right? That's way better than telling somebody, yeah, I just don't know what I want to do with my career, and do you have anybody I could talk to? Don't do that, okay? This is very simple. Ask for who you want to meet and why. And the fourth thing is, remember that deep down in your heart, like, you are not taking advantage of these people. They want to help you. They want to help you. They want to walk away from that conversation going, yes, like, I know who to introduce her to, or I know exactly what next steps that she can take, right? They want to feel good about that interaction just as much as you want to. So remember that other people really want to help you. They really want to help you. I want to help you, right? And I don't even know you, but I want to help you. People want to help you, so don't forget that. Remember, lastly, finally, that you will never get where you want to go if you allow the fear of just asking for it to stand in your way, right? Without courage and without taking a little bit of risk along the way, you're never gonna get there. And trust me on this, because I know it to be true about my own life. And here's my exact story of how I grew a network into a website. And I wrote a blog post about this ages ago called From Third World to World Wide Web, because this is a really good story. I met this woman while I was in Cambodia, of all places. And I made a horrible first impression on this woman, but I redeemed myself. And she said, I want to work with you. I want to help you figure out what it is that you want to do. And the reason that I was in Cambodia was not because of like a fun holiday, but because I was on semester at sea and I had quit my job and I was trying to figure out what I wanted to do. So I met this wonderful woman named Toby. And she has been an incredible mentor and influence in my life. As we worked together, we figured out that I should be doing something with people, something in talent, something in helping others, right? So she introduced me to a really good friend who worked in HR. And that friend was based in New York. So I went and met with her. We had lunch together. And I said, what do I do next? Who should I be talking to learn more about this industry? And she said, oh, I know exactly who to introduce you to. In fact, I'll go with you. So she set up like 3 or 4 lunches and dinners for us. One of them was with this very cool CEO of a company, but that ended up being a dead end. Another one ended up being irrelevant. But the third one was with a woman who worked at this place called General Assembly. And General Assembly, if you guys haven't heard of it, is super cool. It's a place you can go to learn all these alternative skills if you want to, transition in your career. And they also have free classes for people who kind of come and go, and especially if you know somebody who knows somebody, which I did. So she signed me up for a free class. And so I went, and it was a class on how to build a business, because I was thinking about doing that at the time, and clearly that's worked out. But the guy who taught that class was amazing. And so I went to him and said, here's where I am in my life. This is the transition I just went through. I really think that there's some legs here. I would love to keep in touch with you. And he said, sure, great. I would love to help you, right? You have to ask. So I did that. And a few months later, he and I were talking, because we would talk every couple of weeks or whatever, and he told me about a web development company that he had been working with, and I told him that I was toying with the idea of writing a book, and he put us in touch, and literally they were the guys who built my very first website, tracytim.com 1.0, which was almost 4 years ago now. So literally, I went from, I would never have met any of those people along the way. They were not part of my natural network. And certainly, I needed each one to get to the next one. It's like the 6 degrees of whatever. But if you don't ask for what you want along the way, and specifically ask that you want to grow your network, you want to meet more new people, people just aren't going to do that for you naturally. So please go out there and advocate for yourself. Go out there and grow your network, and do it knowing that you can, because I've taught you, okay? So if you like this video, please subscribe. You can do that right here on the YouTube channel. Would love to have you as a subscriber. Also, head on over to tracytim.com and sign yourself up for email updates, so that you're getting this wonderful Tuesday Timbit every Tuesday, but that you're also going to get updates from me on when my course is coming out in the fall, when I'll be speaking, all kinds of fun stuff like that. So would love to have you as a subscriber, so go on over there and take care of that. It takes about 2 seconds now that I've got this snazzy new website. I'm so excited. And please leave a comment and get involved. I would love to hear from you. I'd love to hear if you have other networking tactics that you use, or if you've used any of these and they've really worked out for you. Please reach out, comment, and share with me your story. I would love to hear it. So thanks again for being here today. You are awesome, and remember, now is your time. You got to go for it, and in order to do that, you got to take a little bit of risk along the way, so don't forget that. But I promise you, if you follow these steps, you can too take your job, your career, your life from stuck to unstoppable. Thanks so much for being here. See ya. Oh boy. It's hot. What do you do when you have this much hair and it's 100 degrees out? Don't film outside. It's probably what you should do.